So, today we're looking into two things. One, we've learned how to solve exponential equations. Today we quickly look how to solve exponential inequalities. For example, if you need to solve the next equation, inequality 5 in the power of x is less than 625. So to solve this inequality, first let's solve it as equation, as we do with the
what is this called? Something
exponential inequalities. So let's solve 5 in the power of x equals 625. We make them both with the same base. So 5 in the power of x equal 5 in the power of 4. So x equals 4. Now let's recall the graph of the exponential function. 5 in the power of x is always increasing graph. 5 in the power of x is always increasing.
Yeah.
So if we have found where at x equals 4, we got it's 625. Where it will be greater than 625? Everywhere to the right of 4. So solution will be x greater than 4. Solution to the inequality. Oh, sorry, it was less, my bad. It was less than.
Yeah.
So x will be, where it's less, x less than 4. Yeah, it was less. For some reason I decided it was greater. So it's everything to the left of 4. Make sense how to solve exponential inequalities? Now, the main topic today is logarithms. And let's start from what is logarithm. If you can write in the exponential form 2 in the power of x equals 3, equals 8. 2 in the power of 3 equals 8. We can rewrite it using logarithmic notation. We write logarithm of 8 with the base 2 equals 3. So logarithm effectively is a power. What this, if you have question, find log of 8 with the base 2. It asks in which power we need to put 2 to get 8.
Yeah.
So as you can see, 2 go in here, 3 go in here, 8 go in here.
Oh, that makes sense.
So log is a power, yes?
Is there a way to write log things with different bases on a keyboard? Like, you know how you do extra times, the plus sign.
You're talking about keyboard,
On the computer.
On the computer or calculator?
Computer.
On the computer, if you open Word document, and there is, you can click create equation, and it has many different options, including this, including where you can write with different. So in the Word you can, if you're using the Word program. Now, so log is a power. So logarithmic laws are sort of inverse of the index laws. Let's say we have a in the power of m times a in the power of n equals a in the power m plus n. What is so funny about this index law?
No one likes it.
So, this index law we can rewrite using logarithms. That the log of mn with the base a will be equal log am plus log n with the base a. A in the power m divided by a in the power of n equals
Oh, now I have to write all this down.
m minus
Oh,
n.
sorry, Mr.
Those
Camera.
are logarithmic laws,
Yes, I love them.
which you have in your textbook, which you have in your booklet. So I'm not sure that you have to write this
Oh,
down.
poor camera.
So we have log a m divided by n minus log a n. Another index law, a in the power of 0 equals 1. That means log of 1 with any base equals 0. So because a in the power of 0 equals 1. A in the power of m in the power of n equal a in the power mn. So if we have log a, m in the power of n equals n times log a m. The power comes at the front. So you see, all logarithmic laws are pretty much we're rewriting index law using logarithm notation. And a in the power negative n equal 1 on a in the power of n.
Yes, I agree.
So how we can rewrite this using logarithm notation?
Negative
Log
We have log
a
of a.
1 over n. No.
If we have log of 1 on a with the base 1 on a of n will be equal negative log a n. Now, one more logarithmic law which is not part of unit 1, 2, it's part of pretty much unit 3, 4, but we will be learning it this year as well. Change of base. We can change a base of the log. If we have log of b with the base a, we can write it as log b with the base c divided by log a with the same base c. So we can change the base of the logarithm. That might be useful, for example, if you're using scientific calculator for your calculations. Because on the scientific calculator, you don't have a choice. You cannot choose a base for the log. On the CAS calculator, you can choose base. You can put any base. For the scientific, there are only 2 log with the base e. We will talk about what is e next week. Or you have log with the base 10. So for example, if you need to calculate log with the base 2, you cannot do it directly. You need to change base in the way how it's done here. So those are, yes?
When you say C, what do you mean by C?
Any other number, but has to be the same.
Okay.
Has to be the same. Example where this can be applied. If you need to find, for example, you need to find log of log of 64 with the base 128. If you need to find log 64 with the base 128, we can rewrite this if you realize both 64 and 128 are powers of 2. So we can rewrite it as log 64 with the base 2 over log 128 with the base 2. What is log 64 with the base 2? In which power we need to put 2? 6 over 7.
Whoa!
So log 64 with the base 128 will be 6, 7. Because 2 in the power of 6 is 64, 2 in the power of 7 is 128.
That makes sense.
So that's just one of the examples.
Is that
of
the
this
answer?
application. That will be the answer. The log of 64.
Can't it just be 60? Oh.
Log of
Oh, yeah,
64
yeah,
with the
yeah.
Python.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah,
means
that makes sense.
you need to put
128 to the
128
power. Yeah.
in the. What's going on? That means 128 in the power 6, 7 will be equal 64.
Wow. That makes a lot of sense.
So that's how we worked it out. Now let's do some examples of the simplifying logarithmic expressions. For example,
Subscription and find resources for your calculator.
Let's simplify those equations. This is a page 20 from your booklet. Page 20 from your booklet, please. Open page 20.
How? What did you get on yours? It's tough.
Page 20. Page 20, where is your booklet? I've asked to open page 20.
Well, we've already done questions on 21.
So, let's do example E. Simplify 1/3
Example E.
log
No example
64
E.
with the base 2 minus
I have the wrong book.
1/4 log
Oh.
81 with the base 3.
Mr. V,
equal.
should I go to that other
What
class?
is
I got the wrong book. They're both pink.
what is log 64 with the base 2?
6.
It is 6. So we have 1/3 times 6 minus 1/4 times, what is the log 81 with the base 3? 4 times 4.
Oh,
So we have, this is 2, this is
2.
1, answer is 2 minus 1 equals 1.
that makes sense. All this is
No.
making so much sense. מה? אני רוצה ללכת לכדורסל.
Now, page 21, example 2. If log y
Log in.
equals b,
Yeah, it's like log in, but log in.
log 5 equals, when it says just log and no base, what does it mean? The base is 10.
Obviously.
The base is 10. If you write
What the hell are
log
what the
and
hell
you
are
don't write any base, that means base is 10
Okay.
by default. So log 5 is equal b and log 7 equal q. Find in terms of p and q log of 35. What will be log of 35 equal?
Log. Yeah,
We have
log 5.
35 is 5 times 7.
Yeah, so p times
So it
q.
becomes log 5 plus log 7 equals p plus q.
Yeah.
Log 5 equals p, log 7 equals q.
Yep, that makes sense. Kind of.
Log 25.
What, can we just...
What will be log 25 equal? 25 is 5 squared. So it will be equal to
P.
times log 5. So equal to
2p.
Log 7 divided by 5
Q minus P.
will be q minus p. Another example.
Ln is just log e to the
How long?
Ln of x is log e. I just said stuff on 8 days.
No, that's it.
What? It's this.
I know, it says it here.
How do you know? Oh, I probably should have read that.
Another example. Simplify the next expression. Simplify the next expression. Simplify the next expression. X times log 8 with the base 2 plus log with the base 2 of 8 in the power 1 minus x.
Where is this?
Oh,
Sorry?
what in the
That
frick?
is
Oh, it's
exercise 13e from the your
Is
text.
that like 3x?
So, what is log 8 with the base 2 equal?
3.
3. So
So
becomes
3x.
3x plus. What happens with the power?
It goes to the front.
Going to the front, so we have plus 1 minus x
Times 3.
times log 8 with the base 2. So it becomes 3x plus 1 minus x times 3.
The answer 3.
The answer will be 3 equals 3. Make sense how we did it? No.
I didn't get 3.
No, I got you. I didn't get x in them.
If you
I got
expand the
0
bracket, we
equals
will
1.
get plus 3 minus 3x.
I got 0 equals 1.
3x plus 3 minus 3x.
How did I get 0 equals 1?
You cannot solve it.
Can't you just like simplify, take away all the 3's, divide everything by 3?
Now,
So then,
You can.
Solving.
That'd be x plus 1 minus.
solving
which is why I got...
That's equals 0.
Yeah, it does.
solving logarithmic equation.
Get in. Did I get it
For
right?
example,
Oh.
for example,
Oh.
how we solve the next equation? Log of log x equal 1/2 log 36 minus 2 log 3 minus 2 log 3. How we
So everything is
solve
base 10.
this equation? As I did not write, it means all base are 10.
Okay.
So first, let's work on the left hand side. Log x equal 1/2 we take in
6.
What?
36 to the half.
36 in the power 1/2 is 6.
Okay.
So equal log 6. Now we take 2 here, will be 3 inside, 3
No.
squared.
I thought
So
we were doing the
minus-
left hand side first. We're doing the right hand
minus
side.
log 9.
Yeah.
Now we put them together. Log x equal log of 6 divided by 9. And if two logs with the same base are equal, that means what is under log is equal, so x equal 2/3. X equals 2/3. Now, another equation. If we have log with the base 3 of x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 0.
X squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 1.
That means expression under the log equals 1 because log of 1 equals 0. So we have x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 1. So we have x squared minus 3x equals 0, x equals 0, or x equals 3. Now, x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 1.
You know, I understand everything.
So 1 move to the minus 1, x squared minus 3x, factorize, take x as a common factor, x times x minus 3. Now, what will be domain of log? What can be under the log?
It has to be greater than 0.
It has to be greater than 0. Because we have function a in the power of x, a must be
That
greater
makes a
than
lot of
0.
sense.
And log, under the log we cannot have, we must have positive number under the log. Under the log we must take or have, because no, we don't have any number in the power of x, in any power never equals 0. It's impossible.
It's an asymptote.
We have x, we have y equals 0 is asymptote. So in this case, because under the log we must have positive number. So what we should do here? We need to reject x equals 0.
Why do you need to reject that? It's
Because
still
it's an
a-
Because
asymptote.
x,
It's greater than 0.
It's impossible.
Because
no, stop.
The
We
question,
should not reject
the
it.
question never says that x is.
We don't have x inside. We don't have
Even if
x
x is
inside.
0.
We have x squared minus 3x plus 1. When x equals 0, we get 1 inside. So we don't need to reject anything in this case.
Hey,
It's okay.
Okay.
Everyone makes mistakes.
And one more example. One more example.
That's good.
Prove that. Last example, and then you will be working by yourself. Log 10. I will not be writing 10 because we know log of ab squared on c plus log c squared on ab minus log bc minus log bc. What that will be equal? Simplify.
Whoa. Oh wait, they're all the same base, so you can just like
Base same.
equate them.
It's just you times and then divide.
We can put it all together. Will be log ab squared on c times c squared over ab divided by bc. What that will be equal? Will be 1. Because we have a and a cancels out. 1c and c cancels out. b and b cancels out.
And
bc divided by bc is 1. Log 1 equals 0. Log 1 equals 0. Okay, that's how you deal with the logarithms. Next week we will learn how to sketch logarithmic graphs. Like, subscribe and donate to help fight terrorist countries and organizations, Russia, Iran, Hamas, etc. Support Ukraine and Israel.